My name is Entelect. That's the full name, but people call me Mpilo because it's easier to pronounce. I studied at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and I did a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Information Technology. When I realized the culture, like around the presenters people who are far gone, obviously in their careers, but they're still very down to earth and wanting to help and getting us started up. And whenever you went and inquired about something, people were very would help you readily, basically. So I appreciated that a lot. So I think generally some people who have a lot of knowledge don't like to actually impart that to others. But one thing I saw with the people who were very knowledgeable in what they knew, they really wanted to impart it to us as the grads. So I appreciated that a lot. Yeah.
I'm Regan Quipmans, and I studied a BSc Computer Science at University of Pretoria. The first time I realized that was when in the demo room, when the GMs were criticizing my work. I found that they weren't going to sugarcoat things, that there was a standard at Entelect, and that's what I like. I like to be held accountable for what I do. So that was the first time I realized that.
My name is Jean-Pierre Rossel. I studied BSc RT from UJ. I'd say the interview. When I went to the interview, I felt how difficult it could be just to get into this company. And as soon as I made it was from there, it's just been like family orientated, like welcome, hello, how are you? Are you JP, right? Let's get to know each other. And that's a big thing for me. Like when I worked before, it was, okay, you work in here, just sit down and do your work. Yeah, it's like, how can I help you? What are we doing, So I like that.
So I'm Grant. I studied IT degree with a really long name at Monash, South Africa. I'd say when I sat down with the first team I was assigned and I started talking to them about what they'd done, we actually started working with some stuff, and I realized these are actually really intelligent people. Like these are some of the smartest, sharpest people I've ever worked with, which was, one of the moments I realized, wow.
So my name is Rowan Poklewski Kajel. I did my undergrad at Wits University, and then I did a master's degree at UCT. I think very quickly, very early in the beginning, I realized it was where I wanted to be, because I think the first thing was I realized I was surrounded by really talented, enthusiastic people, and that's always what I've wanted. And anything that I've done, it makes a big difference if you're surrounded by people who are equally as enthusiastic and driven to do stuff, because it actually brings out the best in you.
I'm James Marchant. I studied at Wits and I studied Information System Honours. I think that it was probably actually during boot camp, kind of realizing, the people I'm working with are some of the smartest people that I've worked with. If I compare it to university projects, kind of the dedication people are putting in, how hard people prepare to work, and actually, how smart the people I'm working with are. Kind of made me realize, I'm working with people who are ambitious like me, and they're keen to learn, they're keen to work, and that's kind of the kind of people I want to work with. So, that kind of made me realize that I joined the right company.
I'm Kamo. I studied a BSc in computing at the Belgium campus. Honestly, for me, it was the moment I went onto the website. And reason for that was because I wanted a place where I could be surrounded by my people as in devs, people that have the same thinking and people that are exposed to the same things as I am in terms of my career. So now it was really challenging because there were lots of places that I could have gone to. But one thing that stood out for me about Entelect is the fact that it accommodated for my character and my personality. Not only that, it was also more, it was just, I was a culture fit, and they were offering something that I was willing to devote my life to, 8 hours of my day every day to, and that's what I liked about it, so that's what stood out for me.